Hello, good evening, and welcome to Colburn Park as the 8-23 Newark Pilots are set to host the 25-5 Jamestown Jammers in this Saturday evening showdown. The Pilots are back at home after winning in Syracuse last night. Zach Santoro broke a 3-3 tie by scoring on a wild pitch in the top of the ninth to give the Pilots a 43 lead. Kyle Griffin shut the Flames down in the bottom half, retiring them in order 1-2-3 to run Onondaga's losing streak up to 9 games. The Pilots are 3-3 in the month of July, with all 3 wins coming against the Flames. They have a tough matchup to start their weekend homestand, however, as Jamestown comes in on an 11-game winning streak, leaders in the Perfect Game Collegiate League Western Division by 7 games over second-place Geneva, and ranked 4th nationally according to the Collegiate Summer Baseball ranking system. Oh, and they have 5 guys ranked in the top 10 in both hits and runs batted in. The Pilots are in the cellar of the Western Division, sitting 17.5 games behind Jamestown. They'll turn to their 5'10" right-hander from Southgate, California, and Cypress Community College, Henry Martinez, for tonight's matchup. Martinez has been one of Newark's best starters this season, giving up just 8 earned runs in 29 innings pitched. His 2.48 ERA ranks 13th in the league. His 1-2 record is not reflective of how well he's pitched for the Pilots, as his offense has only scored him 8 runs of support over those 29 innings he's been on the mound. In 3 of his 5 starts, he's gotten 1 or no runs of support. Here, last Sunday evening against Utica, he went 6 strong, striking out 12 Blue Sox hitters, but when he was pulled in the 7th, the game was scoreless. In 29 previous innings, he's allowed 26 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, 12 walks, and he struck out 35 opposing hitters, which ranks 2nd in the league. The defense behind Henry Martinez looks like this. Left to right in the outfield, Colton Carney, Mark McKenna, and Over Torres. Left to right in the infield, Graham Hackbarth, Jorge Leon, Christian Orr, and Peter Battaglia. And catching Henry Martinez, it's Jonathan Parker. The lineup for Jamestown, batting first, the designated hitter, Chris Connolly. Batting second, playing third, Chris Estrada. Batting third, playing right, Colin Stack. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Skylar Valentine. Batting fifth, playing second, Jimmy Standahar. Batting sixth, playing left, John Conti. Batting seventh, behind the plate, Connor Rule. Batting 8th, playing first, Matt Cross. And batting 9th, the shortstop, Alex O'Donnell. 74 degrees and sunny here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York. You're listening to Frank LaSala on the Newark Pilots Radio Network. Now, let's play some baseball. The designated hitter, Chris Connolly, will dig into the left-handed batter's box as Henry Martinez gets ready to throw his first pitch of the night. Martinez, 1-2, will face the Jammers for the first time this summer. First pitch taken on the outside corner at 7:03 for strike 1. Chris Connolly wearing number 17 in the left-handed batter's box with an open stance. 1 strike pitch at the knees, counts quickly 0-2. Connolly, a tough out thus far this year. He's walked 36 times, been hit 11 times, and has 37 hits on the year. 2 strike pitch way outside. Counts 1-2. His batting average at .416 ranks first, and his .604 on base percentage also sits first. Martinez misses outside again, and the count's 2-2. Conley getting half of the night off. Usual starting catcher. Not starting behind the plate. Takes outside. Strike 3. Chris Conley down looking to start this game. So 1 batter, 1 out for Henry Martinez. And that'll bring up Chris Estrada. Estrada comes to the plate, batting just .200 against the Pilots this year. First pitch from Martinez, letter high fastball, that's called a ball from home plate umpire Matt Stanfield. Josh Mayman will be the base umpire tonight. The 1-0 popped up deep to left. Carney goes back, finds it, gloves it, makes the play for the second out. Pilots coming into tonight's matchup with Jamestown, 0-6 against the Jammers this year. Most recently got swept in a doubleheader, which there were 42 runs scored in 14 innings of play. Martinez, the first pitch to Colin Stack, the right-handed swinging right fielder, takes strike one. Stack, 5 for 17 against the Pilots this year, has struck out 5 times. That's a .294 average, takes upstairs, counts 1-1. On the regular season, he's 39 for 95 with a .316 batting average. His 30 hits ranked 9th. He takes off the plate, counts 2-1. The junior from UMBC, the 2-1. Inside again, counts 3-1. Martinez in danger of losing this man with 2 outs. The pitch popped up. Battaglia will give it a look. It will land foul, and the count will go to full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Henry Martinez looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. Slight breeze blowing in towards the right field line. The payoff pitch taken upstairs, ball 4. Colin Stack reaches on the 2-out walk. The first of the night for Martinez and his 13th walk surrendered on the summer. And that'll extend the inning for Skylar Valentine, the right-handed swinging center fielder. Ranked 3rd in the league with 35 hits. Jamestown's big hit man, Ben Brookover, ranked 1st, not in the lineup tonight. Martinez will work from the stretch. The pitch. Letter high fastball called a strike to Valentine. 35 for 102, batting .343 with a .481 on base percentage on the year. That .481 OBP is good enough for 4th. Stack leads off first. Being held on by Battaglia. He goes. Throw down by Parker. High. It's a stolen base for Colin Stack. Stack's 9th stolen base on the year in 13 tries. So the 2-out base runner is on second for Jamestown. The 1-1 from the stretch. This pitch misses high. Counts 2-1. 2 balls, a strike. 2 outs, a runner on second after the 2-out walk. Martinez looks back, now double checks the 2-1. Also misses high, counts 3-1. In danger of walking his 2nd straight 2-out hitter. Jimmy Standahar, the second baseman, waits on deck. Martinez looking to make it, so he does not come up this inning. Valentine, the center fielder, is the hitter against Henry Martinez. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Counts 3-2. We'll see if that starts. The runner Stack at second with no one running behind him. The count is full to the 2nd straight hitter from Henry Martinez. Stack leads off second. The payoff pitch. Thought about it in the dirt. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks from Henry Martinez with 2 outs. That'll extend the inning for Jimmy Standahar.
Number 29, second baseman, Jimmy.
Standahar, 6 for 11 versus the Pilots this year. Has 7 runs scored. It's a .545 batting average. The Pilots in 4 previous games. Will face Martinez with 2 on and 2 outs. From the stretch, the pitch. Strike 1. Martinez from Cypress Community College in Cypress, California. Had a 2.84 ERA out there in 84 1/3 innings. Has a 2.48 ERA here in 29 innings. 0-1 pitch missed, counts 1-1. To Standahar, the second baseman. Pitch a little too far inside. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Standahar, the hitter. 2 runners on after two out walks. Martinez will step off ahead of the 2-1 to Standahar. Shin guard on his left leg, sleeve on his right arm. The second baseman waits. The 2-1 from Martinez. Popped to right. Torres will head over. It will land out of play. And the count's evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stack and Valentine will head back to their respective bases. The 9th stolen base on the year by Stack puts him into the top 10 in the category. Tied with Skylar Valentine, the man at first, and DeMarcus Guillory for the Pilots, who's getting the night off. The 2-2. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Parker will throw down to first, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and the two out walks are wasted. We played a half an inning. Jamestown nothing. Newark Pilots coming to bat here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York. It'll be Mark McKenna, Graham Hackbarth, and Hunter Wells when we get back. Welcome back, bottom of the first inning. Henry Martinez quickly retired the first 2 in the top half, then back-to-back walks to the 3 and 4 hitters. We're stranded after Henry Martinez's second strikeout of the inning, his 37th on the summer. The Pilots will face Nate Grant, a left-handed pitcher from Corning, New York, and St. Bonaventure. He's 1-1 with a 5.00 ERA. He's making his 5th appearance and 4th start. Started here against the Pilots back on June 13th and quickly gave up a 7-0 lead to the Pilots in the first 2. A game Newark would fall 14-10 in extras. Mark McKenna, the leadoff man, swings through strike 1. In that game, Nate Grant went 5, allowed 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, and a K. As McKenna takes off the plate 1-1. McKenna started in right against Nate Grant back on the 13th. Lefty-lefty matchup. He went 1 for 3 with a single against him. 2-1 pitches popped up as Grant working quickly. The count's quickly 2-2 to Mark McKenna. McKenna out of the lineup last night in the win against Onondaga. 2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Mark McKenna down swinging. The rest of the lineup following McKenna. Graham Hackbarth batting second, playing third. Hunter Wells, the designated hitter, batting third. Peter Battaglia batting cleanup, playing first. Over Torres batting fifth, playing right. Jonathan Parker behind the plate, batting sixth. Colton Carney batting seventh, playing left. Christian Orr batting eighth, playing second. And Jorge Leon batting ninth, the shortstop. Hackbart swings through, strike one from Grant. No batting glove look in this at-bat. One strike pitch, swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Started with no batting gloves last night after going 5 for 6 with them off. Went 0 for his first 2, then put them back on for his remaining at-bats. Has them off to start tonight. 0-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. So back-to-back punch-outs from Nate Grant to start this game.
Now coming to the plate tonight.
His 9th and 10th strikeouts of the summer. Now to bring up Hunter Wells, the switch-hitting designated hitter. Batting from the right side against the lefty. Nate Grant in 18 previous innings pitched, 21 hits, 13 runs, 10 of those earned, 9 walks, and now 10 Ks. A little bit of an excuse-me swing from Hunter Wells. He fouls it off the screen. Counts 0-1. Wells started at third base last night. Went 1 for 3 with a walk in the win. Takes off the plate. Counts 1-1. Made a couple great plays to rob Flames hitters. The 1-1 missed off the plate. Counts 2-1. Has a 457 batting average, 16 for 35 in 10 games, with a .524 on-base percentage. Foul tipped a letter-high fastball into the glove of Connor Rule behind the plate. Counts 2-2. Nate Grant working quickly, looking to strike out the side here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2. Missed, ball 3. So it'll be a payoff pitch to the man at the plate, Hunter Wells, with 2 outs and no runners on base. The 2-2. Reaches upstairs, fouls it back, counts full. Defense behind Grant, left to right in the outfield, John Conti, Skylar Valentine, Colin Stack. Left to right in the infield, Chris Estrada, Alex O'Donnell, Jimmy Standahar, and Matt Cross. And catching Grant, it's Connor Rule. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Hunter Wells down swinging. So the Pilots go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first as Nate Grant strikes out the side. We've played 1 here at Colburn Park. No score as we head to the second. 6, 7, and 8 for the Jammers when we get back. Henry Martinez back on the mound here in the top of the second. Pilots went 1-2-3 as Nate Grant struck out the side in the bottom of the first. That was after Henry Martinez retired the first 2 Jammers hitters in the top half, gave up back-to-back walks with 2 outs, then struck out Jimmy Standahar to end the threat. So 5 strikeouts from the 2 starters through the first 6 outs. And it's a strike fired to the left-handed hitting left fielder, John Conti. Wearing number 6, the 1-strike pitch misses. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Conti, 6 for 12 against the Pilots this year. 1-1, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Takes upstairs, ball 2. 6 for 12, good enough for a .500 average. Has walked 6 times and been hit. .684 on base percentage against the Pilots. He's also scored 6 and driven in 8 runs. Counts now 3-1 to him. The left fielder waits. 3-1. Off the plate, ball 4. So, the third walk of the night for Henry Martinez. the first of the inning, and they have a leadoff man on. That'll bring up Connor Rule, their catcher from Kansas State, batting .275 in 15 previous games. 1 for 9 against the Pilots in 3 games this year. Leadoff man leads off first. That's Conti. Inside pitch to Rule. Counts 1-0. Jamestown comes in 14-2 on the road and 19-4 against Western Division opponents. They're 25-5 overall as Martinez throws over. Ahead of the 1-0 to Rule. We saw Wong pick off a runner last night in Onondaga. Martinez trying to join the fun. It's a 1-0 count to John Conti. From the stretch, it's Martinez on first. Correct that. Conti's on first, and Rule is at the plate. It's now a 2-0 count to him, and Jonathan Parker will go out and talk to his starter, Martinez. Jamestown ranked 4th in the top 30 collegiate summer league baseball teams ranking. So one of the 4 best summer league programs this year. The 2-0. At the knees, strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Martinez from the stretch. Runner leads off first. He starts to go now, stops. Throw behind. Not in time. A swinging strike from Connor Rule. And after the mound visit, whatever Parker said worked, 2 straight strikes. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. Ahead of Jamestown on the top 30 list, a team from the Golden State League in California, a team from the Northwoods League in Wisconsin, and a team from the Cape Cod's League in Massachusetts. Martinez throws over, almost gets Conti, who slides in head first to just beat the tag from Battaglia. Still nobody out, 2-2 count to Rule. Conti leads off. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Rule down swinging. The 3rd strikeout to match his walk total for Martinez. That'll bring up the 3rd baseman, Matt Cross. Freshman from Niagara County Community College. 8 for 37 with a .216 batting average in 12 previous games. Martinez throws over, getting even closer every time Conti slides back in. Before the first pitch to Cross. Cross, one of 2 freshmen in the lineup for Jamestown. The other 8 of the 10 are juniors, including the pitcher, the last batter who just struck out, Connor Rule, the other freshman. Slight breeze blowing in towards the right field line. Conti leads off first. Martinez getting close to picking him off. Starts to go now, stops, and Matt Cross takes the first pitch for strike 1. In the top of the 2nd, no score, no hits here at Colburn Park. Wind starting to blow in here at Colburn Park. Bluebird skies, not a cloud in sight. 1 strike pitch. Line into the gap between 3rd and short. It'll be a single and the first hit of the game for either side. That'll bring up John Conti, move up John Conti to 2nd. That'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Alex O'Donnell. The shortstop from Mercyhurst has the 2nd worst on base percentage among qualified hitters at .264, and has the 2nd worst batting average at .165. First pitch, squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. So the Perfect Game League pitchers have not been kind to O'Donnell this year, but he has driven in 21 runs on the year. The 1-0, letter high fastball miss. Ball 2. So as bad as Conti has been at the plate, has the second worst average and on-base percentage. Ranks 8th in the league with the 21 RBIs. Now 2-0, grounded foul, counts 2-1. O'Donnell 2 for 20 against the Pilots this year. Has a 100 batting average against them. The 2-1 from Martinez. He looks back at second, now double checks and fires, fouled back. Counts 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Jammers shortstop. The left-handed swinging shortstop, or the right-handed swinging shortstop, O'Donnell. Chris Connolly waits on deck. Runners on first and second take their leads. Martinez sets, now fires. Grounded into the hole, into left. Colton Carney will charge. He'll fire home. Throw on line, cut off by Hackbarth. And it's an RBI single by Alex O'Donnell, and Jamestown is on the board. John Conti comes around to score. Matt Cross moves up to second on the RBI single. So the 22nd RBI for O'Donnell. Picks up his 16th hit and gives the Jammers an early lead. That'll flip the lineup back over for Chris Connolly. Left-handed swinging designated hitter, first pitch outside, ball 1. Struck out looking his first time up. The 1-0. Gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Conley, who stands all over the plate in the left-handed batter's box, has been hit a league high 11 times. Probably didn't even see that inside pitch from Martinez. The 1-1, Martinez looks back, now fires. Outside corner. Parker tries to frame it. No luck. Counts 2-1. 2 balls, a strike, and out. 1 run home and 2 hits here in the top of the second after a scoreless first from both sides. The 2-1. This one misses again. Counts 3-1. Conley, who has a great eye at the plate. 36 walks, 10 more than the man in second place, his teammate Christian Deaton. The 3-1. Swung on and fouled back, and we're full. The third full count of the night from Martinez, walked the previous 2 on full counts. Top of the second, Colburn Park. Chris Connolly digs back in. Chris Estrada waits on deck. Martinez starts and spins to second. Chris Connolly teammates at Canisius with the man who scored the first run for Jamestown, John Conti, and the man standing in center field for the Pilots, Mark McKenna. The pitch. Runners go. Lined into right. Torres finds it. Settles under it. Will fire back to second. Runner ran on the play. Will slide back in ahead of the throw. And there's 2 away.
Now 2 outs coming up.
So a fly out to right from Chris Connolly. He's 0 for 2. And that'll bring up Chris Estrada. Flew out to Colton Carney for the second out of the game. Chris Connolly, 27 RBIs. Or make that Chris Estrada 27 RBIs. Leads the league. First pitch. Takes strike 1. Martinez looking to strand these 2 runners and keep Jamestown's lead at 1. No balls, a strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Upstairs above the letters, counts a ball and a strike. The batter is Estrada. Runner on second is Cross. Runner on first, it's Alex O'Donnell, who hit the RBI single to break the scoreless tie. Here in the second, Martinez from the stretch. The 1-1. Pop to foul. Counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martinez could end the inning right here. Has struck out 3 of the first 5 outs. From the stretch, the 1-2. Breaking ball at the knees, strike 3. Estrada down, looking. But Jamestown gets on the board here in the top of the second. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 jammers left on base. We head to the bottom half. Battaglia, Torres, and Parker when we get back to Colburn Park.
From Niagara University.
Welcome back, bottom of the second. Jamestown got 1 in the top half on a single from Alex O'Donnell. It'll be Pete Battaglia, Ovair Torres, and Jonathan Parker against Nate Grant, who struck out the side in order in the bottom of the first. The lefty will work to the righty Battaglia, grounded, first pitch swinging in to left.
Now coming.
So about 16 minutes since he threw his last pitch, which was strike 3 to Wells. First pitch swinging is Battaglia. And the Pilots have a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the second. Ball game. The batter's Torres. Ovair, 19 for 71, 268 average, 316 on base percentage. Starting his 21st game. The first pitch off the plate. Counts 1-0. Pilots come into tonight. 32nd game of the year. They're 8 and 23. 5 and 12 here at Colburn Park, and 7 and 20 against the Western Division. 0 for 6 against these Jammers. Looking to end that streak and the Jammers' 11-game streak tonight. Torres takes low, counts 1-1. Battaglia being held on by Matt Cross at first. Nate Grant goes towards the plate, and Torres ropes it foul out of play. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ovair Torres. The Pilots' right-handed swinging right fielder. Their first baseman, Battaglia, leads off first. Grant comes set, now fires the 1-2. Line to right. This ball is going to be caught out there by Colin Stack, and there's 1 away. Battaglia heads back to first, and that'll bring up Jonathan Parker, the catcher for the Pilots. Went 1 for 3 last night, scored 2 runs, struck out and walked in the 4-3 win. So scored 2 of the 4 runs at Onondaga. First pitch swinging. Pops a foul. Colin Stack will give it a look. He'll run out of room in the counts. 0-1. Parker was in the lineup to face Nate Grant when he came here on June 13th. Went 1 for 3 against the lefty with an RBI single. If he wants an RBI in this AB, he's going to have to find a gap. Nate Grant throws over. Matt Cross has to make a good play to prevent the ball from heading to the outfield. Battaglia back in safely. Nate Grant comes set. Now fires from the stretch. Off-speed pitch. Parker goes the other way. Stack over. It drops foul. Counts 0-2. Parker 16 for 73. 219 batting average. The 9th worst batting average among qualified hitters this year. The count is no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Lined into center field. That's a base hit. A single for Jonathan Parker. Moves up. Battaglia 90 feet to second. The second hit of the inning, and the Pilots have a man in scoring position. So Parker, 2 for his last 4. And that'll bring up Colton Carney. Colton Carney, last time he started, hit a 3-run home run in Geneva. Takes high, ball 1. Coming into tonight, just 6 for 32 on the year. 188 batting average below the Mendoza line, a 316 on base percentage. Takes high, counts 2-0 from Nate Grant. Carney's 6 hits, 2 have been doubles, 2 have been triples, and a home run. So 5 of his 6 hits have gone for extra bases. The 2-0. Misses high. Counts 3-0. Has driven in 6 runs, 3 via the home run. The 3-0. Strike 1 on the inside corner, counts 3-1. Carney, who has 5 of 6 extra base hits, doesn't need an extra base hit to drive in his 7th run, just needs to put a ball into the outfield. The 3-1. Takes high, ball 4, and the bases are full of Pilots. So Nate Grant, who it was smooth sailing in the bottom of the first, 3 straight strikeouts to retire the Pilots in order. Has allowed a hit to Battaglia, a fly out to Torres, and then a single and a walk to Parker and Carney. Has loaded the bases for the youngest Pilot, Christian Orr. Strike 1. Orr, who started 0 for 23 on the year. 8 for his last 11 at the plate. It'll be a 1-strike pitch from Grant. Grounded up the middle, back to Grant. He goes to second. Pulls the throw, pulls Alex O'Donnell off the bag just enough where the return throw is effective. It'll be an RBI ground out for Christian Orr. His 2nd RBI, and the Pilots are tied. So it was a ground ball back to Grant. The throw pulls the shortstop, O'Donnell covering off the bag. And then the return throw from the shortstop pulls the first baseman off the bag. So O'Donnell was able to keep his foot on the bag to retire Carney, and there's runners on the corners and 2 outs. After the RBI fielder's choice from Orr. Battaglia scores the run that ties us at 1. Leone goes the other way inside the 3rd base bag. Parker's going to score. Christian Orr is going to stay right there. Back-to-back RBI for the 8 and 9 hitter for the Pilots. And the Pilots have taken the lead.
Center fielder from Canisius College, number 25.
So Henry Martinez, who got no runs in support in his last start, has gotten 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Pilots have tied us up. McKenna is now the hitter. Struck out swinging to lead off the bottom of the 1st. First pitch misses, ball 1. Pilots with 3 hits in the inning. All singles, a walk, a fielder's choice, and 2 runs on the scoreboard, the 1-0. Missed upstairs, fastball right at McKenna's eyes. He leans out of the way, counts 2-0. Leon, first pitch swinging, allowed Parker to score from third on the single. Strike one to McKenna, counts 2-1. The left-handed swinging center fielder from Canisius. Batting .230 on the year, the 2-1. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs home for the Pilots here in the bottom of inning number 2. Nate Grant, the pitcher from the stretch, comes set, now fires. Breaking ball, this one hits McKenna, and the bases are reloaded here for the Pilots. So a 2-2 pitch up and in to Mark McKenna, who is hit by the 6th pitch tonight. Was hit for the 6th time on the year. Bases full of Pilots. It's McKenna, who was hit, Leon, who has an RBI single, and Christian Orr, who beat out the return throw of a double play for a fielder's choice groundout for an RBI. Bases full of Pilots for Graham Hackworth, the third baseman tonight, who struck out swinging. Last time he appeared at third base, went 5 for 6 and scored 4 runs. The third baseman waits, takes high, ball 1. 8th batter to come up to the plate for the Pilots, who have the bases loaded with 2 outs and 2 runs home. Jamestown got 1 in the top half. Pilots have answered with 2. Now lines this one to right, sends Colin Stack back, he's still back. This one's going to be off the wall. 1 run will score, Leon will score, McKenna comes around to score. It's a bases clearing RBI double for Graham Hackworth, and the Pilots have extended their lead to 5-1. So a ball that just kept carrying to right from Hackworth gets over the head of Colin Stack, scores McKenna from first, Leon from second, and Orr from third. 3 RBIs on 1 swing, and that'll bring up Hunter Wells. The switch hitter struck out swinging his first time up. Now takes strike 1. The Pilots have batted around against Nate Grant for the 2nd time in 2 meetings against him, as home plate umpire Matt Stanfield calls for time as Hunter Wells steps out. Ahead of the 0-1. Big hit in the inning, a Graham Hackworth bases clearing double. The 1-strike pitch from Nate Grant, grounded foul into the Pilots' pen, or make that dugout. Counts 0-2. Pilots with 5 runs here on 4 hits in this bottom of the 2nd. 6 runs total in the 2nd inning. The 2-strike pitch, lined foul into the Pilots' dugout. Count remains 0-2. Hunter Wells, the 9th batter of the inning for the Pilots. Peter Battaglia, who started us off with a single, waits on deck. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hackworth leads off second to pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. Hunter Wells down looking. But the Pilots answer the call from Jamestown. After they got 1 in the top of the 2nd, Pilots put up 5 on the board in the bottom half. A fielder's choice, which looked like it was going to be an inning-ending double play from Christian Orr, beats the return throw for the shortstop to tie us at 1. Jorge Leon then slaps the single the other way inside the third base bag for run number 2. With runners on first and second, McKenna was hit by a pitch to load him up. 1-0 count, but a ball that just kept carrying over the head of the right fielder, Colin Stack, to unload the bases with a double. So 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 Pilot left on base. We played 2. Henry Martinez back on the mound for the top of the 3rd with a 5-1 lead. Pilots answer with 5 runs off Nate Grant in the bottom of the second to give Henry Martinez a 5-1 lead. First play, chopped to Hackbarth, made the big play at bat in the bottom of the second and makes a strong throw in the field to start the third for the first out. That'll bring up Skylar Valentine. The center fielder walked against Martinez his first time up. Pilots have now scored 16 of their last 18 runs with 2 outs. The other 2 runs that were not made on 2 outs were scored as the second out was made. First pitch swinging is Valentine. Bloops this one into the glove of Leon for out number 2. So first pitch swinging. Leon goes back, makes a play in short left field. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Martinez. A great start to the third. Now it's Jimmy Standahar. Struck out swing to end the first. The first pitch. Squares to bunt, gets it down. Jonathan Parker will touch it foul. Hit the lip of the grass in foul territory and started to make its way back fair. But Parker just touches it in time to keep us foul. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Standahar wearing number 29. The second baseman waits. The 0-1 from Martinez. Strike 1. Let's make that strike 2. Pilots have given up a run 93% of the time an inning after scoring 1. Martinez looking to lower that percentage. The 0-2. Bounced. Counts 1-2. Got Standahar to chase at a pitch in the dirt. Last time to strike out swinging. Was trying to do the same here with 2 strikes. This one just missed a few feet in front of where he was trying to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Grounded up the middle. Leon won't get there. It's a single for Standahar as he heads to second now with no one covering. Throw! Not in time. And Standahar is on second with a 2-out base hit. So no one was covering second. Christian Orr tried to race Standahar there, but the tag was too late. So a 2-out man in scoring position. So a single and then no one covering allows him to move up 90 feet. And that'll bring up John Conti. Walked and scored the game's first run. His last time up. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. So smooth sailing, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and then a 2-out single off Martinez. Goes to the breaking ball for strike 1 to even up this count at a ball and a strike apiece. To the left-handed swinging left fielder, John Conti. From Canisius, the 1-1. Flinched out of the way, but it's a called strike 2 from Martinez. Counts a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martinez looking to end it here. Standahar leads off second. Martinez looks back, now fires. Popped foul. Carney and Hackbarth will give it a look on the left side at a play. Will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Pilots will have 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, and 6. Same trio that started off the second. The 1-2 to Conti. Parker sets up outside the pitch. Goes there. Strike 3. John Conti down looking to end the top of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the 2-out base runner stranded. We head to the bottom of the third. Pilots have a 5-1 lead over Jamestown here at Colburn Park. 5-1 here in the bottom of the third. Jamestown got theirs in the top of the second. Pilots answered with 5 back in the bottom half. First pitch to Battaglia. Breaking ball, ball 1. Jamestown got a 2-out base runner into scoring position, but Martinez stranded him with his 5th strikeout of the night to run his total to 40 on the year and take over the league. It's now 2-0 to Peter Battaglia. Lines this one into center. Will send Skylar Valentine back. He'll find it. He'll glove it to make the play to lead off this bottom of the third. That'll send up. Over Torres flew out to his counterpart in right field his first time up. Pilots, their last 16 of their last 18 runs have come with 2 outs. The 2 that haven't come with 2 outs came on the second out. 1 on a sacrifice fly by Willalaka and 1 on a fielder's choice from Christian Orr. First pitch misses outside to Torres. Counts 1-0. Lined into center field. This one will bring Valentine in. He won't get there. It'll bounce in front of him. It's a 1-out single for Torres. He's 1 for 2. And that'll bring up Jonathan Parker. The catcher singled and scored his first time up. The future Louisiana Tech Bulldog. Batting 5th in the lineup tonight. 1 for 1. 6 feet 201 from New Orleans, Louisiana. At the plate. Nate Grant sets, looks at Torres, now fires. Missed off the outside corner, counts 1-0. Torres leads off first, being held on by Matt Cross. Usual first baseman Ben Brookover with the night off for now. The 1-0. Lined up the middle, Jonathan Parker's 2 for 2. Torres heads to second, he'll stop right there. Back-to-back 1-out singles for the Pilots. And they're in business with Colton Carney.
Can't hear you out there.
It was a lefty that Colton Carney hit his 3-run home run off of on Wednesday night. In the loss, the first pitch to him against the lefty misses, ball 1. Nate Grant comes set from the stretch, looks back at Torres, now fires. Off speed, past the swinging bat of Colton Carney. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Carney finishing off the outfield trifecta tonight, started at right and center, and now making his first start in left. A 1-1. Lined to right. Stack finds it, gloves it, makes the play as Torres tags. Throw cut off by the second baseman Standahar. And there's 2 away.
Now coming to the plate. Second baseman number 4, Christian Orr.
That'll bring up Christian Orr. Got the rally started in the bottom of the second. Hit a slow roller back to the pitcher. His throw to second pulled the shortstop off the bag just enough where the return throw to get Orr on the double play was not in time, allowing Parker to score. First pitch to him this time misses high, ball 1. So he's 0 for 1 with our RBI tonight. Readies. Now Grant sets and fires. 1-0, swung on and missed. We're even at a ball and a strike. Or the hitter. Torres at third, Parker on first. Both single. In between 2 flyouts, the 1-1. Fouled back, counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Upstairs, off the plate. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. With the youngest pilot, Christian Orr. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Runners on the corners take their leads. This one bounced in the dirt, blocked by Rule. The count is full. Jorge Leon waits on deck. If Christian Orr can extend this inning. Grant comes set. Now fires. Runner goes. Pitch misses high. It's ball 4, and the Pilots have loaded up the bases with 2 away.
Coming up to the plate. Our shortstop, number 6, Jorge.
Got to bring up Jorge Leon, the 6th batter in the inning. Wearing number 6, the shortstop, the left-handed hitting shortstop from Hendrix College in Mexico City. First pitch, off the plate, ball 1. His RBI, his last time up, was his 6th on the year. Off the plate, ball 2. 2-0 count to the Pilot shortstop, who's already 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Bases loaded, so nowhere to put him. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs to pitch. Popped back. Counts 2-1. Torres, Parker, and Orr, the runners on the base paths. The 2-1. Looks a breaking ball into the glove of Rule. It's a called strike 2 from Matt Stainfield. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The base is full of Pilots. The pitch. Lined to the shortstop O'Donnell. He'll play it on a hot fire to second to end the threat. So the Pilots load up the bases on 2 hits and a walk.
That brings us to the end of the 3rd.
A ground out by Leon Stranza. We've played 3. Pilots have a 5-1 lead here at Colburn Park.
Number 22.
Welcome back. Top of the 4th. Pilots and Jammers exchanged zeros in the 3rd. It'll be Connor Rule, Matt Cross, and Alex O'Donnell. 7, 8, and 9 for the Jammers against Martinez. First pitch, strike 1. Martinez has struck out 5. Walked 3, and has given up 3 hits through the first 3. Also a run. 1 strike pitch, misses off the plate. Counts 1-1. Pilots loaded up the bases, but a ground out by Jorge Leon ended their threat in the bottom of the 3rd. The 1-1. Strike 2. Martinez working in his 4th inning of work. Has thrown 63 pitches. 60 coming into this inning, so about 20 per. The 1-2. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Parker will throw down to complete the strikeout. The 6th on the night for Martinez. And there's 1 away. Connor Rule's 2nd swinging strikeout of the night. Now to bring up Matt Cross. singled in the second. He's 1 for 1 against Martinez tonight. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors on the scoreboard for the visitors, Jamestown. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the hosts, Newark. Martinez from his windup. First pitch, off speed, swung on and missed by Matt Cross, who was way out in front of that one. Counts 0-1. This one inside. Cross flinches out of the way. Counts 1-1. Cross playing first tonight for the Jammers. 8 for 37 on the year, the 1-1. Grounded to Hackbarth. He'll glove it, bobbles, fire across the diamond. Held on by Battaglia. Strong throw makes up for the bobble, and there's 2 away.
Now that's 2 outs coming up to the plate. Number 1, shortstop Alex O'Donnell.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Alex O'Donnell. Martinez looking to go 1, 2, 3 and help out that pitch count here in the 4th. O'Donnell drove in a run with a single his first time up. First pitch misses, ball 1. Jamestown has left 5 men on base through the first 3. The Pilots have left 4. But the Pilots have a 5-1 lead. The 1-0. Popped up. Battaglia over. Neither will get there as it lands foul out of play. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. The leadoff man, Chris Connolly, waits on deck. Martinez steps off. Looked over as if there was a runner on first. There wasn't. So he'll regather. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. Counts 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The same count, which Standahar extended the 3rd with a single, a 2-out single. Martinez looking to go right after the batter here. O'Donnell ropes this one foul into the Pilots' pen. Counts still a ball and 2 strikes. Martinez looking for his first 1-2-3 tonight. From his windup, the 1-2. Missed, counts 2-2. Slight breeze now blowing in towards the right field line, the 2-2. Bounced in front of the plate, and the count is full. The leadoff man, Chris Connolly, waits on deck. It'll be a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. From Martinez, the payoff pitch upcoming. Parker goes to his knee. The pitch grounded slowly. Hackbarth will charge. He will barehanded and fire across the diamond to get Alex O'Donnell and end the inning. So Graham Hackbarth says, I don't need a glove for this one. Picks it up with the bare hand and fires a strike to Battaglia. As Henry Martinez gets the Jammers to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom half. Top of the order coming up for the Pilots. They lead 5-1.
From Canisius College, number
Top of the order for the
25,
Pilots, Mark McKenna, Graham
McKenna.
Hackbarth, and Hunter Wells. Against Nate Grant. Stranded, the bases loaded. With a ground out in the bottom of the 3rd. McKenna struck out and was hit by a pitch. Grounds this first pitch to the first baseman. Cross, it goes over his head. And it's going to be a single for Mark McKenna to lead off this inning. So a lead-off infield single. And the Pilots have a one-pitch base runner here in the bottom of the fourth. Henry Martinez got the Jammers to go 1-2-3 in the top half of this fourth. On a strikeout and two great plays by Graham Hackbarth. The man at the plate squares the bunt and gets it down, a good one. The third baseman will charge. He'll try to bare hand. He won't get there. It's a bunt infield single for Graham Hackbarth. And the Pilots have two men on.
Here we go, the louder the better. Coming up to the plate, designated hitter for Louisiana Tech #2, Hunter Wells.
So two pitches,
Get louder.
two ground balls that haven't left the infield, and two singles for the Pilots. 0 for 2 with two strikeouts tonight. One swinging, one looking. The designated hitter, the switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Grant, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Takes ball one. Hunter Wells has only played 10 games, but lead with 3 sacrifice bunts on the year. Batting .457 on the year. First baseman is in on the grass, and so is the third baseman. Middle infield deep. The 1-0. Not bunting, pops this one up. It'll be out of play. The count will be even at a ball and a strike apiece. The two singles to start this inning were the 7th and 8th hits off of Nate Grant. There'll be a 1-1 count to Hunter Wells. The 1-1 squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 2. Two balls, a strike. To Hunter Wells, squares the bunt, gets this one down. The pitcher will give way to the third baseman who fields it and fires to the second baseman covering first. It's a sacrifice bunt for Hunter Wells. He now is the league leader with 4 sack bunts on the year. And that'll bring up Peter Battaglia. So back-to-back bunts from the Pilots here in the inning. And Peter Battaglia is going to have to wait. A right-hander coming out of the pen for the Jammers. Nate Grant's night is over. Just 3 1/3 innings into this one. We'll be right back. Pilots with a 5-1 lead. So after a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning in which Nate Grant struck out the side, gave up 5 runs in the bottom of the second, loaded up the bases in the bottom of the third, and allowed the first 2 batters to reach in here in the fourth before a sacrifice bunt moved them both into scoring position. He'll give way to Ryan Boyer, 6'1" right-hander from Bradford, Pennsylvania, and Pitt Bradford College. The sophomore will pitch to Peter Battaglia. There's 1 out here in the fourth. The Pilots already with a 5-1 lead. They're looking for more.
Stepping back up to the plate, number 18, Peter Battaglia.
Now the home plate umpire is nowhere to be found. Ahead of the pitch to Battaglia. He heads back onto the field. Decided to take the pitching change to go for a run. Matt Stanfield ready to go. Battaglia with his pink wood bat will dig in. The Jammers will bring their infield in. Boyer, 5 innings pitched, 5 innings, 5 games, 5 innings, 2 hits, a run, 5 walks, 8 Ks. He has a 1.80 ERA. He'll work from the stretch with 2 on. The pitch upstairs, ball 1. Mark McKenna leads off third, reached on an infield single, and Graham Hackworth leads off second. He also reached on an infield single. His was of the bunt variety. Those were on the first 2 pitches of the inning. That was against Nate Grant. Here's Battaglia against Ryan Boyer. The first pitch. With a 1-0, fired in for a strike. Battaglia has a good look at it. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. Infield still in. First baseman the deepest, about a step off the bag. The 1-1 to Battaglia. Bounced. Connor Rule goes to the backhand to prevent this one from going to the backstop. Counts 2-1. Sun beginning to set over the left center field scoreboard here at Colburn Park. Both runners on base are the responsibility of the starter, Nate Grant. 2-1 misses high, and the count's 3-1. So a pitch away from loading the bases to Battaglia. Over Torres waits on deck. Three balls, a strike, there's an out. There's 2 runners on. Battaglia at the plate and a hitter's count. Boyer from the stretch. Swung on and fouled back, and the count is full. May have chased the pitch upstairs. Either way. Went for it. It's strike 2. The count is full. The payoff pitch upcoming. Runners on second and third take their lead. There's 1 out. The pitch. Thought about it. It's outside, ball 4, and the Pilots have the bases loaded
Coming to the plate
for the 4th time tonight and 3rd inning in a row for Over Torres. Torres, their right-handed hitting right fielder, has driven in 11, ranked 3rd on the team in RBIs. The infield will back up with the double play opportunity now presented. The hitter is Torres. Bases full of Pilots with 1 out. Boyer comes set from the stretch. Now fires. First pitch upstairs. Torres thought about it. Will let it go by him for ball 1. A ball, no strikes, and out. McKenna, Hackworth, and Battaglia take their leads. Pilots with a 5-1 lead looking for more. Have the bases loaded for the 3rd inning in a row. The 1-0. Checked his swing, fouls it back. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. The big hit in this game for the Pilots was with the bases loaded when the man standing on second, Graham Hackworth, hit a bases clearing 2-out double to give the Pilots a 5-1 lead. In the bottom of the 2nd, the score still stands at 5-1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, with 1 out, Torres, the right-handed hitting right fielder, waits. The pitch popped up. Cross will give it a look. No luck. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes to the Pilots' right fielder, Torres. The 2 runners in scoring position reached on infield singles. The man at first walked. The bases are loaded. Runners in scoring position, the responsibility of Nate Grant. The 1-2 from Boyer. Bounced. Good scoop by Connor Rule. Keeps the ball in front of him. And the count is evened up. 2 balls and 2 strikes each. Torres had a chance to really open this one up. The 2-2. Off speed, lined into center field. This ball is going to be over the head of Valentine. 1 run will score. Hackbarth will score. Battaglia will be held at third. It's a 2-run double for Over Torres. And the Pilots have a 7-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. So Torres' 2 RBIs are his 12th and 13th of the year. It's McKenna's 2nd run and Hackbarth's 1st of the night.
Catcher number 23, Jonathan Parker.
The double moves up Battaglia to 3rd. It was the 2-2 pitch off of Boyer. Both runs charged to Grant, so his book is closed. First pitch to Parker, lines this one to the shortstop Alex O'Donnell for the 2nd out. So he's retired for the first time tonight.
From Seton Hill University, left
He's 2 for 3.
21, Colton Hardy.
Pilots have now sent 6 guys to the plate, at least, in the last 3 innings. The batter's Colton Carney, 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. The right-handed swinging left fielder waits against Boyer. Got the 2 runs on a double by Torres. First pitch. Misses inside, ball 1. Tried to stick that elbow out there, but pulled it back, realizing if he leans into another one, it will not go his way. Tried to lean into one in Geneva on Wednesday, was called back to the plate. It'll be a 1-0 to Carney. Way outside, counts 2-0 to the Pilots left fielder. Just 6 for 33 on the year, but 5 of the 6 have gone for extra bases. With 2 outs, a hit into the outfield likely drives in 2. The 2-0 from the stretch. Swung on and missed at a fastball into the glove of Rule. Counts 2-1. Boyer readies. Now comes set. The 2-1 from the stretch. Strike 1. Or make that strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Warriors foul back and make it a 2-2 count. 2 out and 2 on the booth. Yeah, it's a nuisance foul.
Ryan Boyer to Colton Carney. The pitch. Popped back. Out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on for the Pilots and 2 runs home already in this half inning. Colton Carney up, looking for more. A base hit will do that. Christian Orr waits on deck. Boyer comes set, now fires the 2-2. Off speed, grounded to 3rd. Estrada fires across the diamond to end the inning. But the Pilots get 2 more. 2 runs on 3 hits thanks to the bases loaded double by Torres. Pilots left 2, but have a 7-1 lead. He played 4. It'll be the top of the order against Henry Martinez in the 5th. Here at Colburn Park when we get back. Henry Martinez finishes up his warm-up tosses and is ready to face the top of the Jamestown Jammers order here in the top of the 5th. Pilots added 2 more to extend their lead from 5-1 to 7-1, thanks to a double from Over Torres with the bases loaded, drove in 2. It'll be Chris Connolly, Chris Estrada, and Colin Stack. Combined 0 for 5 with a walk off Martinez tonight. First pitch misses, ball 1. Martinez, who's gotten just 8 runs of support through his first 29 innings this year, has gotten 7 tonight through the first 4. Off-speed pitch freezes Connolly. Counts even at a ball and a strike apiece. The 1-1. Missed. Counts 2-1. Glare right into the press box here at Colburn Park, setting over the left center field scoreboard. Pilots have a 7-1 lead. Martinez from his windup, the 2-1. Upstairs, Parker tried to bring it back down. No luck. Counts 3-1. A run, 3 hits, 3 walks. And 6 Ks for Martinez. This one line to right center. McKenna finds it, gloves it, and makes the play to retire his Canisius College teammate for out number 1 here in the 5th.
One out coming to the plate for the Jammers.
So Chris Connolly retired. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Now to bring up Chris Estrada. Pilots have had 8 tries this year, or 7 tries this year, for a winning streak. They've won one game and then lost immediately the following, looking for their first winning streak and looking to end Jamestown's 11-game winning streak. Start with a 7-1 lead through the first 5. To make that 4, it's now a 2 straight count to Chris Estrada, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Martinez has struck out 6 to go along with the 3 walks, 3 hits, and earned run. The 2 strike pitch, Parker sets up outside. This one misses high, counts 1 and 2. He's retired 5 in a row and 9 of his last 10. The 1-2 swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Parker will throw down to complete the strikeout. Number 7 of the night for Henry Martinez.
Number 9, right fielder, Colin Stack.
Colin Stack comes to the plate.
I'll bring up Colin Stack. The right-handed hitting right fielder takes inside strike 1 from Martinez. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Martinez with a walk and a ground out tonight. The 0-2. Swung on and missed strike 3, inning over. The 8th strikeout of the night for Henry Martinez. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 for the Pilots. They have a 7-1 lead here at Colburn Park.
Make sure you head on over to the concession stand for some sausage, peppers, and onions, freshly made at Number 4, second baseman from Saginaw Valley State, Christian Orr.
Christian Orr, Jorge Leon, and Mark McKenna up against Ryan Boyer, who came on in relief of Nate Grant, who allowed the first 2 runners to reach in the bottom of the 4th, then was pulled. The first pitch to Christian Orr, squares the bunt, and he fouls it back, hunting for a hit to lead off this inning. Counts 0-1. Nate Grant, 3 1/3, 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. So has given up 14 runs in 8 1/3 innings here at Colburn Park this year. The 0-1 to Orr. Bounced. Connor Rule doesn't even attempt to scoop it. Christian Orr started the Pilots' rally in the bottom of the 2nd when he beat out the back end of a double play for an RBI, then walked in the 3rd. Checks his swing and a little unlucky for the youngster, fouls it off the netting. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. The 1-2. Off speed, counts 2-2. Infield back against Christian Orr. Not anticipating a bunt with 2-2 count. Back-to-back lefties wait. That's Leon and McKenna. The 2-2. Popped up out of play. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. Two balls, 2 strikes. Boyer comes set. Now fires. Grounded foul. Count remains. Boyer gave up the 2-run double to Torres when he came in relief. Walked Battaglia to load up the bases, then a 2-2 double from Torres. We have a 7-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2. Popped up Christian Orr with a lengthy at-bat here to start this Pilots offensive half of the 5th. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff man, Christian Orr. The 2-2. Bounce. And the count is full. So Christian Orr has worked this count full. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming to Christian Orr. From the stretch, the payoff pitch swung on and fouled back. And the count is full. The youngster has now worked it up to a double-digit at-bat. The next pitch will be the 10th. Boyer versus Orr, the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Christian Orr works a 10-pitch at-bat and leads off this inning with a walk.
Now coming to the plate from Hendricks College.
And that'll bring up Jorge Leon. He'll look down at his
Jorge
third base coach,
Leon.
Franklin Bush, for the sign. Leon, 1 for 2 tonight. Singled, scored a run, drove in a run, and grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. Orr leads off first. Got there on a 10-pitch at-bat. Righty warming in the Jammer's pen. But for now, it's Ryan Boyer. The 6'1 righty comes set from the stretch, looks over at Orr, now fires. Leon squares the bunt, gets it down. The third baseman will field it to the first baseman covering for the out. The successful sacrifice bunt for the Pilots, their 2nd of the night.
Number 25, center field.
And that'll bring up Mark McKenna.
Mark McKenna from Canisius College.
And now a mound visit upcoming that will feature the entire defense of infield for the Jammers.
We have ice cold beer head on
Ahead
the Elks.
of the at-bat to Mark McKenna. Struck out swinging, was hit by a pitch and scored a run, then reached on an infield single and scored a run. So he's 1 for 2 tonight with 2 runs scored. Playing in center field will face a righty, Ryan Boyer, for the first time tonight. First 3 plate appearances against the lefty, Grant. Christian Orr reached on a 10-pitch at-bat walk. He moved to second on the sacrifice bunt. And now the home plate umpire, Matt Stanfield, will go break up the party after not getting his invite. And everyone goes back to their homes. McKenna steps up with an RBI opportunity. He's driven in 9. McKenna with the 4th most RBIs on the team, looking to add to his total. 1 more would bring him to double digits. Orr leads off second. Strike 1. McKenna up for the 4th time in the 5th inning. Orr leads off second. Hoyer looks back. Now fires. Line down the left field line. This one is going to hook foul. Quickly behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Or we'll have to head back to second base. No balls, 2 strikes, and an out. McKenna the hitter. The lefty center fielder waits. Now fires the 0-2. Gets a piece, fouls it back. Count remains. No balls and 2 strikes.
Count remains 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Grounded the other way, Orr will go to third. This ball takes a funky hop in the infield. And the throw by Estrada not in time. Mark McKenna beats it out. It's an infield single for him. His 2nd infield single of the night. And that'll bring up Graham Hackworth. And now the manager for Jamestown comes sprinting out of the dugout and goes straight for Josh Maiman. Says that Christian Orr interfered with Chris Estrada as he was trying to field the ball. Josh Maiman explained to him that that's not what happened. It appears the runners are going to stay on the corners. It'll be Christian Orr at third and Mark McKenna on first. McKenna has reached base his last 3 times, his last 2 via an infield single. Jamestown's manager still not happy, not buying what Josh Maiman's selling out there, and refusing to head back to the dugout until he gets a better deal. Doesn't look like he's going to get one. And now the third base coach will call down Graham Hackworth ahead of his at-bat.
Now up for your Newark Pilots.
So the manager will head back, could not get a deal done. We'll have runners on the corners with an out. Hackworth, 2 for 3 tonight. 2 for 2 in his last 2. A 3-run double and an infield single. He's also scored a run, sticking with the no batting gloves. Against Boyer for the first time tonight. Runners take their leads off the corners. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. McKenna leads off first. Christian Orr off third. Christian Orr with aggressive base running on a ball hit to the left side. Decided to take third on the infield single from McKenna. Sun just about all the way down. The 1-0 to Hackworth. Misses. Counts 2-0. To the Pilots' third baseman tonight, Graham Hackworth. Started at short last night in the win at Onondaga. It's a 2-0 count to him. The pitch. Thought about it, but will take strike 1 from Ryan Boyer.
2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on.
We got 2 balls, a strike, and an out. 2 runners on there on the corners for the Pilots. Boyer comes set now, fires. McKenna goes, hit and run on. Ground ball to third. Estrada will look or back for the out. So McKenna moves up. He was running on the play. On the fielder's choice ground out by Graham Hackworth. Estrada looked Christian Orr all the way back to third to make sure he was not going to try and run. So now with 2 outs and 2 ducks on the pond, it's Hunter Wells. Wearing number 2, the switch hitter waits for the first time batting from the left side. Went 0 for 2 with 2 Ks and a sac fly from the right. The switch hitter waits. The 1-0. Way outside. Counts 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Pilots have a 7-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th at Colburn Park against the first place Jamestown Jammers, the number 4 ranked collegiate baseball team in the nation. Hunter Wells early ropes this one foul towards the Pilots' dugout. Counts 2-1. 2 balls, a strike, and 2 outs. McKenna off second or off third, the 2-1. Lined into center field. This is going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. McKenna rounds third. The throw from Skylar Valentine. Cut off. It's a 2 RBI single for Hunter Wells. And the Pilots have a 9-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now with the score 9-1. Coming to the plate, number 18.
So McKenna comes around to score his 3rd run of the night. Christian Orr scores his 2nd. Wells drives in his first 2. And now Jamestown is going to go to the pen. We're going to take a break as the new reliever throws his warm-up tosses. Pilots with a 9-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. There's 2 outs, and the Jamestown Jammers are about to throw their 3rd arm of the night here at Colburn Park. So Ryan Boyer will give way to Connor Ryan, 6'1" righty from Williamsville, New York, and Mercyhurst. Williamsville, New York, the same hometown as the man coming to the plate for the Pilots, Peter Battaglia. Number 18, Battaglia went 1 for 2 against the starter, Nate Grant. When he came up in the 4th, Nate Grant was pulled for a new pitcher, but now when he comes up to the 5th, Ryan Boyer pulled for Connor Ryan. Battaglia up for the 4th time in as many innings. Hunter Wells, a 2-out, 2 RBI single, extended the 7-1 lead to 9-1. Pilots have scored 4 runs combined in the last 2. They've scored the last 9 after Jamestown got 1 in the top of the 2nd. First pitch to Battaglia, swung on and missed. Strike 1. He's 1 for 2 with a walk tonight against Jamestown pitching. Ryan Boyer goes an inning and a third. He allows 3 hits, 2 walks. 2 runs for now. Hunter Wells is his responsibility. Wells goes, the 0-1 popped back, hit and run on, counts 0-2. Four, 5, and 6 scheduled for the Jammers in the top of the 6th. But for now, it's Peter Battaglia in the top or in the bottom of the 5th. It's an 0-2 count to the Pilots' first baseman. Rule sets, now fires. Wells goes again. Pitch upstairs, throw down. Not going to be in time. It's a stolen base for Hunter Wells. His 6th stolen base has not been caught. And the Pilots have another 2-out man in scoring position. A ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The rule, we'll make that Ryan to Battaglia. The 1-2. Bounce. Blocked by Connor Rule. 2-2. So Connor Ryan working to Connor Rule. Battaglia at the dish. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2 outs, a runner in scoring position on second, and 2 runs home. From the stretch, he deals. Battaglia thought about it. Left side of the infield started towards home plate. They'll have to come back. The count is full. Hunter Wells leads off second. We'll see if he goes on a full count and 2 outs. And no one behind him. The 3-2. Ryan comes set. Now fires. Wells not going. 3-2. Grounded up the middle slowly. Charged by Standahar, who makes the play to end the inning. But the Pilots extend their lead. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in this inning. And 1 man left on base. We played 5. The Pilots have a 9-1 lead here at Colburn Park. Henry Martinez will face the heart of the order for the Jamestown Jammers here to start the 6th.
Center fielder number 2,
Skylar Valentine, Jimmy Standahar, and John Conti. Henry Martinez got 2 more runs of support in the bottom of the 5th on a 2-out, 2 RBI single from Hunter Wells to drive in Christian Orr and Mark McKenna to give the Pilots a 9-1 lead. The leadoff man, Valentine, waits. The center fielder takes inside, ball 1. Martinez has retired 7 in a row and 11 of the last 12. Counts 1-1 to Skylar Valentine. This one lined to right. Torres in or back. Torres will call for it. Lost his hat in the process, and there's 1 away.
1 out, coming up to the plate.
That'll bring up Jamie Standahar. 1 for 2 tonight.
Baseman, Jimmy Standahar.
3 hits, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts for Henry Martinez to run his league-leading strikeout total to 43. First pitch to Standahar. Squares the bunt, gets it down. Martinez will charge. He'll barehand it. Will throw. Not in time. It's a bunt single for Jimmy Standahar. Breaks a streak of 8 in a row retired by Martinez. And that'll bring up the left-handed swinging left fielder, John Conti.
Number 6, John Conti.
Now a mound visit between Jonathan Parker and then Graham Hackbarth will join. They'll look at the scoreboard. It says 9-1 Pilots. Here in the top of the sixth. Meeting's over, and the two future Louisiana Tech Bulldogs will relieve the man on the mound as they head back to behind the plate in third. From the stretch, the pitch. Lined into left. Carney will charge. He won't get there. Back-to-back one-out singles for the Jammers. And they're in business here in the top of the sixth.
Catcher number 22, Connor Rule.
Pilots do still have a 9-1 lead here at Colburn Park. One out. The batter is Connor Rule. Has struck out twice against Henry Martinez tonight. 2 of his 8. First pitch, popped back. Counts 0-1. Martinez comes set, looks back. Connor Rule checked his swing. They're going to ask to see if he went. Base umpire Josh Maiman says, no, sir, he did not. And the count's even at a ball and a strike apiece. Two runners on. That's Standahar and Conti, both reached on singles. The 1-1. Breaking ball gets the outside corner. And we're even at or the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
One more.
Martinez comes set. Looks back at second. Double checks. Triple. Now time asked by the man at the plate, Connor Rule. The catcher for Jamestown is 0 for 2 against Pilot pitching tonight. Struck out twice against Henry Martinez. The 1-2. Taking strike 3. Connor Rule down looking. The 9th punch out of the night for Henry Martinez. That'll bring up the first baseman, Matt Cross. 1 for 2 tonight. The righty digs in. The first baseman from Niagara County Community College. First pitch. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Cross not happy with the call. Tough luck. Counts 0-1. Looks back at second. Long look, now fires. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Matt Cross behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Against Henry Martinez. Working from his stretch. Standahar and Conti lead off second and first. Both reached on singles. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Parker will throw down to first to complete Henry Martinez's 10th strikeout of the night. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And 2 jammers left on base. We headed to the bottom of the 6th. 5, 6, and 7 in the Pilots' order. They have a 9-1 lead here at Colburn Park. Over Torres, Jonathan Parker, Colton Carney against Connor Ryan. Henry Martinez has thrown 100 pitches through 6, struck out 10, puts his sweatshirt on, so he is likely done for the night. First pitch, Torres squares the bunt and then takes his pitch up and in. He should be able to head down to first, which he will. And the Pilots have a leadoff base runner. Now, the home plate umpire and the base umpire are going to confer to see if Torres was squared to bunt at the moment he got hit. Stanfield and Mayman. It appeared that Jamestown throwing up and in to get back at Newark when they hit 3 Jammers batters in the head in 1 inning. They're going to give Torres first. And no, they're not. They're going to send Over Torres back to home plate. And now the third base coach, Franklin Bush, will head down. Not happy with the call. So it's going to be a called strike 1 to Over Torres. So Franklin Bush, no argument, gets the explanation from Matt Stanfield, and the count will be 0-1 to Over Torres. So Connor Ryan gets a break from his windup, the pitch. Inside, this one almost hits Torres again. Just missed his foot. Counts 1-1. Jonathan Parker waits on deck. The 1-1 to Torres. Bounced. Ball 2. 2 balls, a strike to the leadoff man in the inning, Torres. 2 for 3 tonight with a 2 RBI double. 2-1 pitch missed off the plate. Counts 3-1. Ryan Allen beginning to throw in the Pilots' pen. The Pilots will need 9 outs from their bullpen tonight if Martinez's night is indeed done. So, after Torres got hit and was called back, made Connor Ryan throw 4 extra pitches, and he heads down to first where he was set to begin the inning with a walk. So he's on base for the 3rd consecutive time, and that'll bring up Jonathan Parker. 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles his first 2 times up, then lined out in the 4th. Up here now in the 6th. Ryan from the stretch throws over. Torres back in safely. Parker will look down. 2 for 3 tonight. From the stretch, the pitch. Torres goes. Fastball taken for a strike. Throw down. Not in time. It's a stolen base for Over Torres. His 4th and 5 tries. And the Pilots have their leadoff man in scoring position. Connor Ryan will reset from the stretch this time with a man on second. The last pitch he threw, there was a man on first thanks to the stolen base from Torres. Looks back, now fires. Grounded up the middle. Tough hop by the second baseman. It's a base hit for Jonathan Parker, and Torres moves up to 3rd. So a tough hop ate up Jimmy Standahar at second. And the Pilots have their 2 leadoff men on the corners.
Number 21, Colton Carney.
Alex O'Donnell will go in and have a chat with his pitcher. He'll head back to short. Ahead of the 4th at bat to Colton Carney. 0 for 2 with a walk. Runners on the corners. And nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Pilots looking for more. Foul tipped back. Counts 0-1. No lead too big for the Pilots. They have an 8-run lead now. Their pitchers still have to get 9 more outs. The 0-1 coming to Colton Carney. Lined into left field. This ball is going to be out of the reach of Skylar Valentine. Torres will score. Parker's going to round third. He's going to score. Colton Carney is going to stand at second with a 2-run double as he bats his chest like Tarzan on second. After the double, Colton Carney's 7th hit, his 6th for extra bases. And the Pilots have taken an 11-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman number 4, Christian Orr.
Parker comes all the way around from first to score. Torres scores from third. That'll bring up Christian Orr. Has reached base all 3 times tonight. Foul back. Counts 0-1. Colton Carney joins the RBI party. 3 for Hackbar, 3 for Wells, 3 for Torres, and 2 for Carney. That's 2 for Wells and Torres, not 3. Hackbar's the one with 3. The 0-1 count to Christian Orr from the stretch. Grounded to right field. This one's going to be a base hit. Colton Carney rounds third. He's coming home. He'll stop right there as the second baseman made a great play to prevent the run from scoring.
Coming up, shortstop, number 6.
4 straight base runners have reached. That'll bring up Jorge Leon. So no RBI for Christian Orr, his first hit of the night. He's on first. Colton Carney's on third. Leon at the plate, 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a sac bunt. Takes low, ball 1. First 4 batter have reached. Torres walked, stole second. Parker singled. Colton Carney drove in both with a 2-run double. Moved over to third on the Christian Orr single. 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Counts 1-1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Pilots have an 11-1 lead, looking for more. As Ryan Allen sits down in their pen. Someone beginning to warm up in the Jammers pen. For now, it's Connor Ryan. He'll come set. This one lined into right. It's going to be a base hit for Jorge Leon. Colton Carney comes around to score. Christian Orr moves to second. It's Jorge Leon's second RBI of the night, and it's 12-1.
The number 1 spot, number 25, center fielder Mark McKenna from Canisius College.
The 4th straight hit, the 5th straight batter to reach to start this inning. And that'll bring up Mark McKenna. The Pilots have sent at least 6 batters up in every inning except the first. First pitch to McKenna. All the way to the backstop. The runners are going to advance on the wild pitch as McKenna takes ball 1. So McKenna has 2 runners in scoring position. He scored 3 runs. He has 2 infield singles. He's been hit, and he struck out. Seems like forever ago that Nate Grant struck out the side in order to start the bottom of the first. The 1-0 to McKenna. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKenna, a base hit, leads to double-digit RBIs and likely 2 more Pilots runs. It's a 1-1 count to the center fielder. Takes outside, ball 2. Has reached base 3 times in his 4 plate appearances and in his last 3. Five different Pilots have at least 2 runs batted in. The 2-1. Popped foul. Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. to the Pilots' left-handed swinging center fielder, Mark McKenna. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 runs home in the inning. McKenna waits and will have to wait longer as Connor Ryan steps off. He's working from the stretch with Orr and Leone leading off second and third. Both singled and both moved up on wild pitches. The 2-2 to McKenna. Grounded to the first baseman. Takes a tough hop, but it'll be an RBI. McKenna grounds out to first, picks up his 10th RBI as Christian Orr comes in to score his 3rd run. It's 13-1 Pilots lead.
Third baseman from Louisiana Tech, number 16, Graham Hackford.
So McKenna joins the RBI party. Christian Orr comes in to score, and Leone moves up 90 feet to third. Swinging at a pitch up in the zone is Graham Hackworth. He takes strike 1. Hackworth had a big bases-clearing double to drive in 3 in the bottom of the second. Counts 1-1 to him. He's 2 for 4. Driven in 3, scored 1, an infield single and a double. For the Pilots' 3rd baseman tonight, Graham Hackworth. They've got 4 already in this inning with 1 out. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Counts 1-2. A 2-run double by Colton Carney made it 11. A single by Jorge Leone and a ground out by McKenna back-to-back made it 13. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Outside. Counts evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The runner at third base is Jorge Leone.
Hackworth waits the 2-2. Taken upstairs. The count is full. The 7th batter in the inning for the Pilots. Hunter Wells waits on deck. He's 1 for 3. The payoff pitch. Popped up. Playable for the catcher who couldn't find it right away. Just assumed the ball was going to go out of play. And that's what happens when you assume. Things don't go your way. The ball drops. And it'll be another pitch for Graham Hackworth. We'll see if he could capitalize on the mistake from the Jammers catcher, Connor Rule. Their normal catcher, Chris Connolly, with the half night off. It'll be a payoff pitch from Connor Ryan. Popped foul, and he'll have to throw another pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch number 8 in the AB upcoming to Graham Hackworth, the 3rd baseman. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Hackworth down, swinging. And there's 2 away.
Number 2.
That'll bring up Hunter Wells. Was up in the bottom of the 5th with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Had a 2-out, 2 RBI single. Up in a similar situation with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. The switch hitting. Designated hitter batting from the left side against the righty Ryan. First pitch, taken outside, ball 1. Hunter Wells struck out in his first 2 at-bats. Hit a sacrifice bunt in the 4th. And then the RBI single in the 5th. Here he is in the 6th. The 1-0. Letter high fastball missed, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning, Pilots with a 13-1 lead. The 2-0. Breaking ball dropped in for strike 1. So a strike on the board to Wells. Leone leads off 3rd. The Pilot shortstop drove in a run with a single. Wells looking to drive him in. The 2-1. Popped back. Chris Estrada will give this one a look, not assuming the ball's going to land at a play. Counts 2-2. So Chris Estrada gets a slight exercise in as he heads back to 3rd. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4 Pilots runs home in this bottom of the 6th. Number 2 at the plate. Popped up. Estrada. This one's playable. He'll head over. He'll find it. He'll glove it to make the play to end the inning. But the Pilots get 4 more. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors in the inning and 1 man left on base. We played 6. A new pitcher coming on for the Pilots to start the 7th. They have a 13-1 lead here at Colburn Park.
Go!
Henry Martinez's night is over. Runs his scoreless streak up to 12 innings. Or, that's not true. Goes 6 innings, allows an earned run. But leaves with a 13-1 lead. Got 8 runs of support in his first 29 innings. Got 13 runs of support in 6 tonight. First pitch from Ryan Allen, the new pitcher, missed ball 1. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 in the Jamestown order. Here to start the 7th. Strike 1. Pilots will turn to their bullpen to get the final 9 outs tonight at Colburn Park. A 12-run lead, however, makes them feel a little more comfortable. Strike 2. Pilots got 4 on 4 hits in the bottom of the 7th to extend their 9-1 lead to 13-1. The 1-2. Bounce. Counts 2-2. Ryan Allen, 6th appearance, 9 innings pitched, 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. 4 walks, 2 Ks with a 6.00 ERA. The 2-2. Bounced. Counts full. Grounded to Leone. Slides to try to keep it in the infield. It's a leadoff single for Alex O'Donnell. That'll flip the lineup back over to the top for Chris Connolly. Chris Connolly, the designated hitter, 0 for 3 against Henry Martinez. Will face Ryan Allen. This one inside. Conley tried to flinch out of the way since he's standing all over the plate. Didn't see that one go under his arm. Counts 0-1. 0 for 3 tonight. Battaglia holds on the runner at first. The pitch. Strike 2. Martinez goes 6, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 3 and struck out 10. Has struck out 22 in his last 12 innings and upped his strikeout total to 45 on the year. This ball just missed, and the count goes to 2-2. Parker was, or 1-2. Parker was happy with the location from Ryan Allen, but it's a missed ball 1. This Saturday evening here at Colburn Park, Pilots with a 13-1 lead. It's a 1-2 count to Conley, who takes off the plate. Parker will hold it there again. No luck. Count goes to 2-2. Martinez leads with a 13-1 lead, in line to pick up his 2nd win of the summer. In his 6th start, 2-2 popped up. Hackbarth over, Parker over. Hackbarth will not get there. Counts 2-2. Did not assume it was going to land foul. Gave it a good effort. Just going to get there. So Chris Connolly will live to see another pitch. And the count is 2-2. To the designated hitter, Conley. Ryan Allen looks in, looks over at first, readies from the stretch, bounced. In front of the plate, counts 3-2. To Chris Connolly, who's 0 for 3 tonight. The designated hitter waits. The payoff pitch. Popped up. Hackbarth over again this time. This time it lands foul. Count remains full. The single to start this inning by Alex O'Donnell was the 6th hit of the night for the Jammers. They have just 1 run. 13 runs, 15 hits for the Pilots. The payoff pitch. Inside, just missed. So Chris Connolly works his league-leading 37th walk and extends his lead by 11 walks.
Now coming up for the Jammers, third baseman, number 16.
First 2 batters have reached. And that'll bring up Chris Estrada, the 3rd baseman. 0 for 3 tonight. That was against Henry Martinez. Here he is against Ryan Allen. From the stretch, Ryan Allen deals. That's a called strike. And the count's 0-1. Parker going to go out and talk to his man on the mound, Ryan Allen. Number 23 talking to number 24. Catcher heads back behind the plate. Don't want Alex O'Donnell stealing any signs out there at second. Ryan Allen will look back, now fire. Estrada checks his swing. Home plate umpire says he did not go. Counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. Pilots have a 13-1 lead. The 1-1. Lined into the glove of Hackbarth. Looks the runner back to second. Didn't realize that he had Chris Connolly off of first. But smart play to just keep the ball in your mitt.
Now coming up to the plate.
Don't want to throw the ball around. There's 1 away.
Number 9, Colin Stack.
Chris Estrada's 0 for 4, and that'll bring up Colin Stack. The right-handed swinging right fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk and his 10th stolen base. First pitch from Ryan Allen. Missed, ball 1. The 1-0 from Ryan Allen. Looks back, now fires. Popped up. Or back, Battaglia over. Playable. Makes the play in foul territory for out number 2.
With 2 outs, that brings up center fielder number 2.
A good effort.
Skylar Valentine.
Did not give up on the play and makes it. That'll bring up Skylar Valentine, the right-handed swinging center fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Ryan Allen from the stretch. First pitch, strike one. Ryan Allen looks back, double checks, now fires. Missed, ball one. Back here again at Colburn Park tomorrow night to host the Elmira Pioneers. Winners of 9 of their last 10. This one roped into center field. It's going to drop. McKenna will cut it off. The runner around second. He'll score. It's an RBI single for Skylar Valentine. As O'Donnell scores, it's 13-2. Chris Connolly heads up to second. Does not want to test the arm of his Canisius teammate Mark McKenna. Skylar Valentine's RBI breaks a streak of 13 straight runs scored by the Pilots. It's 13-2. Here in the top of the 7th. Extends the inning for Jimmy Standahar. Grounds this one past the diving glove of Christian Orr. 1 run's going to score. Valentine moves up to second. It's an RBI single for Jimmy Standahar. Chris Connolly comes around to score. Back-to-back 2 RBI single, 2 out RBI singles off of Ryan Allen.
Now up to the Jammers.
It's 13-3.
Left fielder number 6, John Conti.
That'll bring up John Conti. The left-handed swinging left fielder is 3 for 4. Or make that 1 for 2. Standahar now 3 for 4. Back-to-back RBI singles, ball 1. 13-3, Pilots lead the 1-0. Fouled back. Strike 1. No lead for the Pilots is too big. It's down to 10 right now after being up to as high as 12. Still have 7 more outs to get here at Colburn Park. 1-0 is bounced. Coaching staff will not be comfortable until all 7 are made. And Pilots go home with a win. It'll be a 2-1. The pitch. Outside, ball 3. In danger of loading up the bases. Jamestown has already had 2 in this top of the 7th on back-to-back 2-out singles. The 3-1 popped up. Parker will give it a look. This one lands foul. And the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on, 2 runs in for Jamestown. They've got 3 hits and a walk in the inning off Ryan Allen. The payoff pitch. Runners go outside of ball 4, and the bases are full of jammers as Jonathan Parker will head down to the mound and talk to his righties.
Coming up to the
It'll bring up Connor Rule,
number 22, catcher,
the right-handed swinging catcher. Striking out 3 times tonight. Has the hat trick. That was against Henry Martinez, who struck out 10. This is against Ryan Allen from the windup. First pitch, strike 1. Looking to put the sombrero on Connor Rule. The 0-1. Lined into center field. This is going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. The runner from second comes around. Throw is cut off. He'll score. It's 2 more Jammers runs, and it's 13-5. And that will lead to a mound visit from pitching coach Bennett Schultz. So, a bases loaded, 2-run single for Connor Rule. 13-5. Don't want to call it a game again, but it's getting pretty close. The infield will go in and show their confidence towards their 6-1 righty. The batter will be Matt Cross. The Jamestown Jammers have batted around. Here in the top of the 7th, Pilots still lead 13-5. From the stretch, the first pitch at the knees, strike 1. Matt Cross, the 9th Jammer to step up to the plate against Ryan Allen in the inning. The 0-1. Inside, counts 1-1. The 4 runs have scored with all 2 outs. Back-to-back singles by Valentine and Sandahar, and then a 2-run single by Rule drove both those guys in. The 1-1. Bounce. Counts 2-1. Matt Cross singled in the 2nd, grounded out to Hackbarth in the 4th, and struck out swinging in the 6th. That was all against Henry Martinez. The 2-1. Way inside, counts 3-1. In danger of reloading the bases, Alex O'Donnell, who began the inning, waits on deck. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. The count is full. There's 2 outs. Runners likely going. Ryan Allen looking to head back into the dugout. Do not want to load the bases. The payoff pitch. Fouled back. Count remains full. That's Rule and Conti on 1st and 2nd. The batter is Cross. Ryan Allen about to throw his 37th pitch of the inning. Here it is. Upstairs, ball 4. The bases are reloaded. And that will get up Jordan Miller in the Pilots' pen. As the 10th man to come up, it's Alex O'Donnell. Jamestown has now batted around in this top of the 7th. The bases are full of jammers. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Matt Cross, or make that Alex O'Donnell, started off this inning with a single. He's 2 for 3. 1 for 1 in the inning. The 1-0. Ball 2. Ryan Allen behind in the count, 2-0, with nowhere to put Alex O'Donnell on the base paths. It's 13-5. The 2-0. Upstairs, not sure where that one missed. Counts 3-0. Chris Connolly waits on deck. The 3-0. A 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded, and that'll walk in a run. So the 2nd RBI of the night for Alex O'Donnell drives in John Conti. Other 2 runners move into scoring position. And that'll bring up Chris Connolly. Chris Connolly, who has a moonshot home run already here at Colburn Park, could make this a 3-run game. Takes high, ball 1. Already walked in this inning. It's 13-6. Jamestown has 5. The 1-0. Popped up. Playable for Hackbarth. He's over. He'll find it. And he won't make the play. It's an error on the 3rd baseman, Hackbarth, allowing the ball to drop. And the count's 1-1. So the first error of the night for the Pilots on the dropped pop-up. Do not want to give away outs to the man that's reached base the most times in the league. It counts 1-2. Ryan Allen looking to bail out his third baseman. Standing all over the plate at the dish. The 1-2 from the windup. Low. Counts 2-2. Chris Connolly 0 for 3 against Henry Martinez, but walked here in the 7th against Allen. The 2-2. Inside, Jonathan Parker will hold it. Matt Stanfield's zone has shrunk, and the count is full. The best eye in the league, Conley. Taking away the inside strike, standing all over the plate. Runners go, 3-2, popped up again. Hackbarth with a chance to redeem himself. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play to end the inning. But a lengthy inning. Jamestown gets 5. 5 runs, 4 hits, a pair of walks, 1 error, and they leave the bases loaded. Pilots still with a 13-6 lead. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Pilots ahead. So Jamestown gets 5 in the top half of the 7th to make this a ball game again. It's 13-6. Pilots lead. Connor Ryan's night is done when an inning and a third, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, a walk and a strikeout. He'll give way to Jacob Gillhouse. First pitch grounded slowly to short. O'Donnell charges, tries the bare hand. It's an infield single for Peter Battaglia on the first pitch of the inning.
Now coming to the plate, right fielder from Yavapai Community College, number 3,
Over Torres. Has reached base his last 3 times. He's 2 for 3 with a walk, a stolen base, and a 2-run double. Jacob Gillhouse, 6'1" reliever from Bloomington, Illinois, and Kalamazoo. Appearing in his 7th game, Torres squares to bunt. Last time he squared to bunt, it almost hit him. It did hit him, but they say he went around. Squared to bunt this time, this one almost hits him. He makes sure he pulls it back. The 1-0. Popped up, out of play, counts 1-1. Gillhouse in 7 or 6 previous appearances, 7 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks, and a 5.14 earned run average. Gave up an infield single on the first pitch and now has a 1-1 count to Torres. Battaglia leads off first, being held on by Cross. Breaking ball off the end of Over Torres' bat. Counts 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gillhouse's pitch in the dirt, blocked by Connor Rule. No advance from Peter Battaglia. Counts 2-2. The 2-2 upcoming. Outside, ball 3. The count is full to Over Torres. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. The payoff pitch from the stretch. Foul tipped off the mask. Count remains full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Battaglia leads off first. Foul back. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Battaglia leads off first. The pitch. Lined into center field. Valentine over. Finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 1. So Torres retired. And that'll bring up Jonathan Parker. 3 for 4 tonight. 3 singles, has scored 2 runs. Parker digs in. The first pitch from Gillhouse. Taken low, ball 1. The 1 out coming to Parker. Popped up. The shortstop O'Donnell back will call for it, glove it, to make the play for out number 2. So after the leadoff infield single by Battaglia, back to back, flyouts for the Pilots. Now to bring up Colton Carney. The right-handed swinging left fielder. Hit a 2-run double his last time up. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. First pitch gets the outside corner, counts 0-1. From the stretch, it's Gillhouse. Upstairs, ball 1. A ball, a strike, 2 outs. This one's popped up as well. Shortstop Skylar Valentine in, calls for it, finds it, gloves it, and makes the play to end the inning. So a leadoff single wasted. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 Pilot left on base. He played 7. A new pitcher coming out of the Pilots' pen. They have a 13-6 lead here at Colburn Park.
Jamestown.
Ryan Allen goes an inning. 4 hits, 4 walks, 5 runs given up. Strands the bases loaded. Gives way to Jordan Miller. 5'10", 180 from Coastal Alabama Community College and New Iberia, Louisiana. Upstairs, ball 1. To Chris Estrada here in the 8th. Jamestown batted around, sent 11 men to the plate, and scored 5. Their last time up. Counts 2-0 from Jordan Miller. This one is popped up. Hackbarth will give it a look. He'll find it. He will glove it to make the play for out number 1 here in the 8th. So 3 pitches, 1 out from Jordan Miller. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up the right-handed swinging right fielder Colin Stack. 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. The first pitch from Jordan Miller. Strike 1. Jordan Miller, appearing in his 9th game, missed inside, counts 1-1. Has started 1 in 9 1/3 previous innings, 15 hits, 22 runs, 18 earned, 15 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's 0-2 with a 17.35 ERA. Counts 2-1 to Stack. Fouled back, counts 2-2. Jordan Miller ranked 5th in the league with 7 wild pitches. The mound. 2-2, missed inside, ball 3. Jordan Miller, in a few of his previous outings, has come in with the bases loaded, so good for him to come in to start an inning with no one on. 3-2 popped back. Count remains full. Got the first man to pop up, now pitching to his second. The payoff pitch lined into left. It's a base hit. Colton Carney will cut it off. It's a 1-out single for Colin Stack. Jamestown into double digits in hits, and Jonathan Parker will go out and talk to his pitcher. Last time Jordan Miller pitched to this Jamestown lineup, it did not go his way. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 runs, all earned, walked 3. And took the loss in the 14-8 loss back on June 29th in Game 2 of that doubleheader. The man up is Skylar Valentine. The center fielder hit an RBI single his last time up. Parker going to talk to Miller. This man, Skylar Valentine, was hit in the helmet by Jordan Miller back on the 29th to load the bases in the top of the 3rd. One of 3 batters Jordan Miller hit in the game and the inning. First pitch, popped up into center. McKenna back, still back. Finds it, gloves it, makes the play to rob his counterpart of a hit. So with the wind stopped blowing, the ball just died. McKenna goes ball, wall, ball, finds the ball, makes sure he's not going to crash into the center field wall, and makes the play. About 395 off the bat of Colin Stack, but it's only good enough for an out, which works for Jordan Miller and the Pilots. First pitch to Standahar, bounced. Counts 1-0. Standahar 3 for 4, has singled his last 3 times up. The last time was an RBI. The 1-0. Bounced away from Parker. It's going to be a wild pitch for Jordan Miller. His 8th moves him into the top 3. Counts 2-0. Two Pilots are in the top 3 in wild pitches. He joins Andrew White. Counts 2-0 to Standahar. This one line to left sends Colton Carney back. He finds it. He gloves it. and makes the play to end the 8th. No runs, 1 hit wasted, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 8, 9, and 1 for the Pilots. They still have a 13-6 lead here against the Jamestown Jammers at Colburn Park.
545. You have one of these ice cream.
Christian Orr, Jorge Leon, and Mark McKenna against Jacob Gillhouse here in the bottom of the 8th. Christian Orr, 1 for 2. Strike 1. He's walked twice and reached on a fielder's choice, so has reached all 4 times tonight. Has driven in a run and scored 3. The 1-strike pitch from Gillhouse. Outside, ball 1. Jordan Miller pitched to a scoreless top of the 8th after a 1-out single from Colin Stack. Back-to-back flyouts stranded him at first. Pilots still with a 7-run lead. Eddie Fournier started to warm, but once the 3rd out was made, sat down. This one's popped up. Foul, counts 1 and 2. Connor Rule popped out right from behind his stance, let a ball drop in the field, wanted to make sure he wasn't going to allow that to happen again. The 1-2 to Christian Orr. Time called, he steps out. The last inning, the bottom of the 7th, was the first inning since the 1st that the Pilots did not send at least 6 batters to the plate. The 1-2 is bounced to the Pilots' youngster Orr, counts 2 and 2. Jamestown will have 6, 7, and 8 against likely Jordan Miller in the top of the 9th with a 7-run lead. But any runs the Pilots can provide will make the players, the coaching staff, and the fans a little bit more comfortable. No lead is too big, as we've seen previously. It's a 3-2 count to Christian Orr. The payoff pitch, low, ball 4. So Orr works a walk, his 3rd walk of the night. And he's on for the 5th time.
Shortstop number 6.
That'll bring up Jorge Leon. The shortstop, 2 for 3. The 2, both RBI singles. He's also scored a run. One of 5 different Pilots to drive in at least 2 runs. Graham Hackbarth leads the way with 3. Strike 1 called to Leon. The shortstop waits. The second baseman, his double play partner, leads off first, being held on by Cross. The 1-strike pitch from Gillhouse. Missed, ball 1. 9:48 here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York. Dark skies overhead in the heart of the night on this Saturday night. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Counts 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff man Orr leads off first. Leadoff man in the lineup, Mark McKenna, waits on deck. The 1-2. Bounce. The Pilots, 3 outs away defensively from ending the Jamestown Jammers' 11-game win streak. And looking to start a winning streak of their own. Would be their first. 2-2. And the count is full. We'll see if that starts Christian Orr at first. Nobody out in the 8th. Back-to-back full counts from Gilhouse. Swung on and chased by Jorge Leon, strike 3. Shortstop down swinging, and that'll flip the lineup back to the top for Mark McKenna.
Center fielder.
The left-handed swinging center fielder
Mark McKenna
is 2 for 4. Has been hit by a pitch, has 2 infield singles, has an RBI ground out, and has scored 3 runs. Wearing number 25, the center fielder waits. Pitch is bounced, counts 1-0. Christian Orr leads off first.
Been on base 3 times, hit by a pitch, single 2 times in the 4th and 5th, and scored.
The 1-0. Lined into right, this ball is going to drop. Colin Stack will play it on a hop. It's a single for Mark McKenna. His 3rd hit of the night. His first hit out of the infield. And there's runners on first and second for Graham Hackworth. 2 for 5 tonight. One of the 2, a bases clearing double in the 5-run second. First pitch, outside, gets the corner, strike 1. Graham, the Pilots' 3rd baseman tonight. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Counts quickly 0-2. He struck out twice already tonight in his first 5 at-bats. Gilhouse from the stretch looks back at McKenna. Now fires the 2-strike pitch low. Count is 1-2. The 1-2 from Jacob Gilhouse. Popped up. Matt Cross over. Will run out of room. Count remains 1-2. Orr leads off second. McKenna off first. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. The 1-2. Lined into left. It's going to be a base hit. McKenna and Orr will move up. The bases are loaded for the pinch hitter, Wei Chi Chen. So Hunter Wells' night is over.
Now coming up to the plate, Wei Chi Chen.
So Chen getting a pinch hit at bat for the designated hitter Wells. Wells drove in 2. Had a hit. He was 1 for 4. The bases are full of Newark Pilots. For the pinch hitter, Chen. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Line this one into left. Just foul. About 3 inches away from unloading the bases. With an extra base hit. Just missed, the pinch hitter did. That's Chen. Wei Chi Chen, 3 for 16. Appearing in his 6th game, batting .188. The 1-strike pitch from Gilhouse. Looks a breaking ball upstairs, counts 1-1.
started with Christian one for a walk. He's a third. And a single. And then
The 1-1. Lined to third. One return throw in time to end the inning. So 2 outs for the price of 1. Strands the bases loaded on the pinch hit attempt from Chen. But
up 13-6.
the Pilots still have a 13-6 lead. Last chance for the Jammers
Attendance
against Jordan Miller in the 9th.
Stephanie Chetney, please head
We'll
over
be
to
right
the
back to
pick
Colburn
up
Park.
your coupon for a the Jammers.
John Conti,
Number 6
Connor
left
Rule,
fielder,
Matt
John
Cross.
Conti.
Final hopes for Jamestown tonight if they want to keep their 11 straight wins going. First pitch from Jordan Miller, missed ball 1. Miller gave up a 1-out single in the top of the 8th and got the next 2 batters to fly out. Working from his windup, the 1-0. Strike 1. Pilots stranded, the bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th on a ground into a double play from Wei Chi Chen, the pinch hitter for Hunter Wells. The 2-1 to Conti. Bounce, counts 3-1. So quickly 3-1 to the leadoff man Conti. He's been on base 3 out of his 4 plate appearances. 2 walks, a single, and a strikeout looking. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. A leadoff walk to start this 9th. And here we go.
Now up, number 22, catcher.
Now the game has started. Pilots with 3 outs left to go.
Pilot fans, let's get loud.
They have a 13-6 lead. Here in the top of the 9th. Conti leads off first pitch outside, ball 1. Connor Rule, the hitter, was 0 for 3 against Henry Martinez with 3 Ks. And they hit a 2 RBI single his last time up off Ryan Allen. Facing Jordan Miller, who misses, counts 2-0. Eddie Fournier back up in the Pilots' pen. The 2-0. Low, counts 3-0. The 3-0. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk, 8 missed in a row from Jordan Miller. And the first 2 batters have reached.
Now coming up to bat.
And the batter is Matt
First
Cross.
baseman, number 21, Matt Cross.
The first baseman, 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout tonight. Jorge Leon will go talk to Jordan Miller. Pilots played a game back on June 13th, which they led 7-0 after 2 and then had a 9-4 lead in the top of the 9th. They lost that game in 11 innings, 14-10. Fans here in the packed Colburn house hoping they don't lose this one. Won't be confident until the game is over. Counts now 0-2 to Cross. 2 straight fastballs from Jordan Miller. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2 runners on. Pilots lead 13-6. the 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball, gets away from Parker, not far enough, counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Miller from his stretch, the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Jordan Miller. Inside, the count is full. In danger of walking the bases loaded. Eddie Fournier beginning to throw harder out there. Bennett Schultz telling him to hurry up. The payoff pitch coming from Jordan Miller. Upstairs, the bases are loaded. The bases are full of jammers. And the batter is Alex O'Donnell. Has driven in 2 runs.
Alex O'Donnell for the Jamestown.
Jonathan Parker going out to talk. It looks like they're trying to just buy some time for Fournier down there. Not quite a save situation yet with a 7-run lead, as Matt Stanfield will go out and break up the party. And here comes pitching coach Bennett Schultz. He's going to go out and join Parker and Miller on the mound. Jordan Miller still with the ball, but just about everyone in the ballpark looking down at Fournier in the pen. And they just signaled. Jordan Miller's night is over. Walks the bases loaded to start this ninth. With a 7-run lead, no chances are going to be taken. It'll be Eddie Fournier with no outs when we get back. Let the games begin. Here in the top of the ninth, Jordan Miller pulled after walking the bases loaded. He goes an inning plus, allows a hit, 3 walks, and all 3 runners are his responsibility. Eddie Fournier coming in out of the pen in his 10th game. 11 1/3, 15 hits, 13 runs, 9 earned, 8 walks, 6 Ks. He's 0-2. He has 2 saves and a 7.14 ERA. Not a save situation just yet. Just asked to get the final 3 outs and not give up more than 6 runs in the process. It's 13-6. Looking to save his Cypress Community College teammate and fellow Californian Henry Martinez's win. O'Donnell is the first batter Fournier will face. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI bases loaded walk and 2 singles. First pitch is ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Fournier from the stretch, the 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2.
Never very effective. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0. Bases loaded. The pitch. Bounced. Blocked by Parker. And it's a 3-0 count.
3 balls, no strikes.
3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Strike 1. Taking all the way is Alex O'Donnell. The first strike fired from Fournier. The 3-1. Off the plate. Ball 4. So an RBI walk for Alex O'Donnell. 4 straight walks to start this 9th. And it's 13-7. Conti comes around to score his 3rd run. Rule and Cross move up to 2nd and 3rd. It's O'Donnell's 3rd RBI in the 9th spot, and it's Chris Connolly. Ball 1. Conley has a home run here at Colburn Park. Hoping he doesn't hit his 2nd. It's a 1-0 count. Now it's strike 1. He's 0 for 4 with a walk and a run tonight. One run or 1 out. No outs, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5 straight walks from the Pilots to begin this 9th. Or make that 4. From the stretch, Fournier steps off. The 2-1 gets the plate, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases full of Jamestown Jammers. In danger of dropping their first after an 11-game winning streak. Still 2-2. Chris Connolly, the leading hitman in this perfect game league, has reached base a lot through his first 30 games. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Conley down swinging. So Fournier goes off speed, gets him, and there's 1 away. And the Pilots faithful here at Colburn Park goes crazy. Breaks the string of 4 straight walks. First pitch to Chris Estrada, gets the outside corner, strike 1. He is 0 for 5 tonight. No balls, a strike, and an out. The 0-1. Low, 1-1. He's struck out twice, popped out, lined out, and flied out. The 1-1. Lined into left, sends Carney back. Over his head, not going to get there. 1 run will score. The 2nd run will score. The 3rd run comes around. It's a bases clearing double for Chris Estrada. And it's a 3-run game here at Colburn Park. The tying run is on deck. So a bases clearing double and the batter's Colin Stack. That closes the book on Jordan Miller. An inning plus, a hit, 3 walks, 3 runs. It's 13-10 now, and the first pitch is taken for strike 1. The right-handed swinging right fielder Colin Stack is 1 for 4 with a walk and his 10th stolen base. 1 strike pitch, strike 2. Jamestown has scored 9 runs, 5 in the 7th, 4 in the 9th, to make this a ball game. It's 13-10. Fournier bounces this one, gets away from Parker, but quickly picks it up. No advance from Estrada. Counts 1-2.
10 runs in 11 hits now for the Jammers.
The 1-2.
1-2 to count the stack, the pitch.
Breaking ball, line to right. Torres over, gloves it, makes the play, and we're down to the final out here in this one.
Coming up to the plate, center fielder number 2, Skylar Valentine.
It'll be Skylar Valentine.
I can't hear you, Newark fans. Let's go. I can't hear you. Let's go. Louder.
Tying run on deck, hoping to leave him there. Skylar Valentine 1 for 4 with an RBI single.
RBI single in the 7th. Eventually he scored. When the Jammers scored 5.
Fournier from the stretch, the pitch.
Outside the dirt ball.
Bounced ball 1. The win would go to Henry Martinez. The loss to Nate Grant. 1-0, strike 1. However, it seems like those two have not pitched in ages. In this lengthy game, 23 runs scored, 29 hits, and an error made. The 1-1, bounced. Blocked by Parker, counts 2-1. So he bounced one to Valentine, then fired in a strike. Bounced ball 2. Would have to hope he's going to throw a strike. The 2-1 from Fournier. Ball 3. Jimmy Standahar waits on deck. He represents the tying run. Didn't think we would say that in this one. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. And Standahar's coming up.
Wow. Coming up for the Jammers, number 29, second baseman, Jimmy Standahar.
The 5th walk in the inning. Jimmy Standahar, the tying run, the 9th batter up in the inning. Fournier looks back now, fires. Inside, ball 1. Standahar is 3 for 5 tonight.
13-10, Newark leads. Top of the 9th, Jammers active play.
From the stretch, the 1-0. Strike 1. Pilots looking to escape. The 1-1 to Standahar. Looks back. Fournier double checks. Now fires. Swung on and missed the strike 2. The Jamestown Jammers are down to their final strike. Fournier to Standahar. The 9th Jamestown Jammer in the inning. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Standahar down, swinging. The Pilots are going to survive a Jamestown rally to pick up their 9th win, ending Jamestown's 11-game winning streak, and more importantly, starting a winning streak of their own. For the first time all year, the Pilots have won 2 in a row. They'll look to make it 3 in a row tomorrow night as they host Elmira. Henry Martinez started it, went 6, allowed 5 hits, a run, 3 walks, and struck out 10 to pick up his 2nd win. When he gave way to his bullpen, he had a 13-1 lead. Ryan Allen came in to start the 7th, gave up 5 runs on 4 hits and 4 walks in a minute to make it 13-5. He was then pulled for Jordan Miller in the 8th. After a 1-out single, got the next 2 to fly out. However, in the 9th, Miller struggled. Walked to the first 3. He was pulled for Eddie Fournier, who came in and walked his first batter he faced, Alex O'Donnell, to make it 13-7. After a strikeout, a bases clearing, 3-run double with the bases loaded by Chris Estrada made it 13-10. After a flyout, a 2-out walk to Valentine brought the tying run Jimmy Standahar to the plate but Eddie Fournier struck him out swinging to end the ball game. Henry Martinez the win, his second. Nate Grant the loss, his second. Signing off from Colburn Park after the Newark Pilots' 9th win of the season. For the Newark Pilots Radio Network, I'm Frank LaSala. Thanks for sticking with us. See you tomorrow night.